Hello again and welcome back to 10 Paths Tarot. Today we have a reading for someone who has been wishing and hoping for something good to come into their life. They have a general foggy idea of what that good thing could be, and let's see if we can't transform that into something real. In the recent energy, we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Desire, but this is a standstill kind of energy. She's not going anywhere, and vines are growing around her legs. Soon she won't even be able to stand. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. This is a similar energy. There is more emotional output here. We wish, but there's no action. She is sitting here just watching those wishes form their own identity, independent of her. Then we bring things down just a notch. That alone is forward motion. We have the Seven of Cups. We go from the 10 to the 7. Our focus on our wishes is becoming more directed. We're actually looking at these wishes and thinking about which ones might become dreams. There is a difference between a wish and a dream. A wish is something we think we want, but we are not putting any emotion toward making that wish come true. When we do, then it becomes a dream. Then it becomes a vision for the future. This is what we want. We want the world. We want everything that we are wishing for to come true. But to grow this tree, we must first plant the seed. Now, there is a sudden transformation in the recent energy, and we have transitioned. Here we had the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wishes. We have transitioned those into the Seven of Dreams, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Visions for the future. There are still many, or there are many aspects to one dream that we have. And we take one of those aspects, or we start moving on that primary dream, and we take a step forward. Now, when we do that, there is a little glitch. Someone who we respect, or who we feel is in a position to tell us how we should manage our life, tells us to stop. You need to follow the role that you have been assigned. And they will give you lots of shoulds, you'll be sorries, lots of different warnings against this forward movement. What if we take those warnings? What if we heed their advice? What happens then? Well, this is what that leads to. This is the Five of Pentacles. We might call it the Five of Despair. And so the only way to progress forward in life is to move forward. Physically, mentally move forward beyond what we know right now. Life rewards forward positive movement. Then, what if we don't heed that advice and we do move forward? Then we have the Page of Pentacles. This indicates forward movement. This does not indicate success or failure. This indicates continuing this progress in spite of that background chatter that now seeps into our being. We hear it even when that other person isn't there. And so because we ended on that page of Pentacles, which doesn't tell us whether our progress will be successful or not, and I realize that all things destined can be changed through our own free will. But I was curious. I said, Spirit, I need more cards. Tell me more about this page of Pentacles. And the first card given to me was the 10 of Scrolls. Now those scrolls represent our thoughts. And look what they're doing to this young tiger who is just past that cub stage. He's like an adolescent tiger. He has so much energy. He could just jump beyond those scrolls, but he's feeling penned in. This is still indecision here. So I'm like, Spirit, that still doesn't tell me what the progress will be. Why should this person continue on with this page energy? And then we were given the 3 of Stones. Now here you can see there are 3 wise owls. We are in the company of people now, like-minded thinkers who can give us information we need to move forward. They're not going to stand above us. They're all the same size, all of these owls. They're all equally wise, and they are not going to dictate to us what we must do. These individuals that we encounter on our journey will give us the advice we need, and they will allow us the freedom to take their advice or leave it. It's there for anyone who wants it. So let's say we keep moving forward. We meet these like-minded people. We form a new community around ourselves that buffers us from that dictatorial energy. What happens? We have a Kali moment. We have a Tower moment. And this can be good or bad, but in this case, Kali transformed herself. She transformed into a very dynamic energy after living for eons in a very passive energy. And so she transformed herself into a force to be reckoned with. And that was what that forward progress will lead to. You will have your own internal Kali moment, your own Tower moment, when you realize, I am not what I was. I am a force to be reckoned with. I have control over my life. I have power to make my own decisions. And that is Spirit's message for you today. I hope it helps someone, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.